What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Look who's back, my 2022 Aprilia RSV4. So do we have a lot to talk about in this vlog, because I got some updates for you about what was wrong with the bike, and the bike has kind of made me feel a little bit different about riding it and about owning it. But anyway, let's get on the road now and talk about what was wrong with the bike, because I'm sure you guys are really curious, a little bit concerned as well, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in purchasing this bike and you're kind of waiting on the sidelines to figure out what was wrong with it. So without further ado, oh baby, words do not do justice to how loud and ferocious this thing sounds. If there are children nearby, especially little boys like the one in front of me, it's gonna get their attention. He's like, mommy, wait, that thing sounds cool. He's pointing at the bike. How you doing? He loves it. Come on. Good job. You want to try it again slowly? Slow, okay? Go ahead. Bye. You're welcome. Oh man, I think it woke up the whole neighborhood. Yeah, so like I said, if there's little children nearby, it's gonna get their attention. That's how loud this thing is. And you know what? It makes me feel like a little kid. Every single time I get on this bike, it makes me feel like a little child, like an 8-year-old, like that boy. And I guarantee you, he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life. And when he grows up, he's gonna buy one of these. I hope he is. Because damn, these bikes are so exciting. But anyway, let's get to the topic at hand, because I'm sure you guys are curious about what the F is going on with the RSV4.
2 hours later.
Something was wrong with the starter motor, as I was told by the dealer. They decided to order another one, and originally I told you guys the appointment was January 22nd, but the appointment was on December 22nd. So it was my mistake. I apologize to GP about that. But anyway, I dropped the bike off on the 22nd, and then I didn't hear back for a long time. I called, and they're telling me they're waiting for this part to come from Italy, because as you already know, pasta and spicy meatballs from Italy take a long time to order and deliver. I order stuff from Europe all the time, and I also ship stuff to Europe because I have customers there, but it doesn't take that long, man. I don't know what these guys in Italy are doing. Are they working, or are they just like eating pasta all day? But anyway, after calling GP a couple times, I think they got tired of me calling. And quite honestly, I think they felt bad, because I told them I have a track day coming up. And then they were like, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to pull a starter motor off a brand new bike and then put it on your bike. And they said that the starter motor that they ordered for my bike is coming in on the 31st. I got the bike back, and so far everything seems good. I did have another issue that I reported to them, as you guys remember. Something about the fuse popping and the screen not turning on, and then I couldn't turn the bike on that way as well. So they tested that stuff out as well, and the guy at GP rode the bike a couple of times, and he said he wasn't able to reproduce the issue. And who knows if that issue is ever going to come back or not, or it was all related to the starter motor. I don't know. But quite honestly, guys, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. I'm on my second RSV4. If you haven't been keeping up with what's been going on lately, the history of my RSV4 ownership goes like this. I bought one out of the dealership floor, brand new, and I rode it for 5 miles out of the dealership. And then I got an urgent alarm, and the bike went into limp mode. And then I thought, you know what, it's just gonna go away. I rode it again the next day, same exact thing happened. And they ended up giving me this one. And then I rode this bike for about 1,500 miles. Everything was fine with the exception of fuse number 5 blowing out a couple times. And so when I brought it to the dealer, they said they couldn't find what the issue was, and they gave it back to me. And then after that, I took it to Chuckwalla Valley Raceway, and I did only one session. Wasted all that money and time and energy going up there, and the bike wouldn't start on me. And then I'm like, WTF, man. So the bike goes into the dealer on December 22nd, and that's where we currently are. I got the bike back, and so it's left me a little bit insecure about riding the bike. Because every single time I ride the bike now, in the back of my mind, there's always something. Am I going to get stranded with this bike if I ride far away and I'm by myself? What the hell am I going to do? Like sometimes when I'm off camera, you know, I ride for myself. I go all the way to the desert or whatever, a couple of hours away, and I come back. But now I'm feeling a little insecure about doing that, and I'm not sure how this bike is going to act. Is it going to all of a sudden turn off on me and then I can't do anything and have to call a tow truck, and who knows where, if they're going to find me or not, or if I'm going to have cell service? These are some of the things that are going on in the back of my mind. Like right now I'm in the city, right? If something goes wrong with the bike, I can easily park it on the side of the road. There's plenty of parking spaces, as you can see here. And there's restaurants and coffee shops and whatever. I can sit there and wait for a tow truck. But imagine being far away from home. And this is what's making me worried about the bike. I don't have the same confidence as I do riding this motorcycle as I do my Street Triple RS. That's the only negative about riding this bike and owning it. And I really, really, really hope that changes as I put a couple more thousand miles on this bike and these issues that I've been having, like, disappear. But other than that, the bike seems to work proper. There's nothing wrong with it at the moment. I'm not getting any kind of alarms, and everything seems to be great. And of course, as you guys already know, I have all those modifications to do to the bike still. I have carbon fiber to put throughout the entire bike, the front mudguard, the rear mudguard, the chain, blah blah blah. There's tons of carbon fiber that I have that was sent over to me. And then I have 2 other exhausts to install on this motorcycle and do sound tests, including doing sound tests of the SC Project, which I haven't done for you guys. I haven't reviewed it for you guys. I've just been talking about it and how great it is, but that's not a review. That's not what I consider a review, at least. So there's that coming. So there's a lot of stuff coming for the bike, but I'm just hoping that, you know, I have enough chances to ride the bike before it screws up on me. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that this time it's going to run perfect and I'm not going to have any issues. Because, man, let me tell you, getting on this bike and riding it, it's a lot of fun. It's very exciting. It's kind of like dating a supermodel, you know? Everything is cool for like 5 days, and then on the 6th day, she turns fucking crazy. And you're thinking to yourself, I did nothing wrong. Why is she behaving this way? And so that's how I feel when I ride this bike. It's kind of like a prima donna supermodel. You don't know what it's going to do next. You're kind of like holding on for dear life and hoping that this doesn't turn into some kind of destructive relationship where you're constantly fighting. Because that's what I feel like right now. I feel like I'm in a dysfunctional relationship with this hot, beautiful model. She's like a level 10. You know, she's got like high heels on and a red dress everywhere she goes, and everybody's staring at her. And you know, you feel like this cool guy because you're with this hot chick. And you know what? Like, it's a lot of fun, but you know deep down inside, she's a pain in the ass. And that's exactly how I feel with this bike. Hopefully that makes sense. This is the pinnacle of automotive engineering on 2 wheels, guys. It's got the best electronics, it's got the best handling, it's got the best sound. And you might say, wait a minute, you own this bike, you must be biased. But no, I'm not. You know why? Because I've ridden so many other leader bikes, and I bought this bike. But anyway, guys, that's just my opinion. We can argue about it all we want, but at the end of the day, ride what makes you happy, and this bike is making me happy so far. I just want it to work well, and I don't want to have any more issues. Today's one of those nice days I had to come out and talk to you guys and make this update video. But anyway, she's a beaut, man. I'm so happy that she's back and I get to ride her once again. But anyway, new track day coming up in a couple of days, and I can't wait to go and finally ride this bike the way it was meant to be ridden at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway, because as you already know, I only had 1 session and it pissed me off. But I get to have another chance this time, and I can't wait to report back to you guys with a cool video and let you know how it all went. And until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace!